Dan Schneider, a prolific producer, was once a prominent figure in the world of children's television. He was responsible for some of the most popular Nickelodeon shows of the late 90s and early 2000s, such as Victorious and iCarly. However, his reputation was tarnished by allegations of verbal abuse and questionable treatment of young stars on his shows. Schneider's career at Nickelodeon was marked by significant success. His shows, including All That, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, and iCarly, were iconic and beloved by audiences. At the height of his fame, Schneider was likened to TV titan Norman Lear, indicating the respect he commanded in the industry.
Did she say nice things about me? Because I will tase her if necessary.
Uh-oh.
I have the taser. We haven't had to use it in a long time. But
I said lots of nice things.
So I said nice things about you, too.
Oh.
In March 2018, Schneider's time at Nickelodeon abruptly ended amid allegations of verbal abuse and questionable treatment of the young stars who appeared in his shows. Reports surfaced of Schneider's temper disrupting work, production delays, ballooning budgets, and complaints of abusive behavior against him filed by his staff. More concerning were allegations of Schneider's inappropriate behavior towards his young female stars, including tweeted photos of their toes. Pick, Carly tickles Sam's very unusual toes. If you have a moment, will you please name Sam's toes for us? Little Ariana Grande from Victoria smiles at one of her co-stars' feet, but whose feet is it? Toes. Similar to fingers, but not nearly as good. Who agrees? Video. Would you like to see Victoria Justice pour ketchup all over her feet? Well, here you go.
Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out.
Sam? Sam? Wake up!
Oh man, my uvula got stuck between that hamster's toes. What is that swingy thing in the back of your throat right here? I'm soaking wet! I'm thirsty! It's not possible!
What is this?
Don't worry, they're not real feet.
But why did your brother have a bag of fake feet in the trunk of his car?
I'm not gonna lie, my brother's pretty weird.
Viacom CBS completed an investigation and found that Schneider was allegedly yelling and throwing tantrums, sending angry emails and texts to child actors outside of working hours, and asking for shoulder and neck massages. Schneider denied these allegations, stating that he never interacted with actors in any way, texting or otherwise, that should make anyone uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm going to try to sneak up on Miranda. Okay, I'm going to scare Jeanette. Okay, I'm going to try to scare Miranda. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let me tell you all as a group. I'll tell you later.
No, stop!
Is everybody here today or no?
No one's here. Please, this is my last day.
Can't tell
I
me.
won't know, sorry.
Our first, when we do the first episode back. Ahoy, everybody!
Oh my gosh, that is so mean. But it wasn't that good. I didn't get that scared.
You were kind of scared.
I was a little scared. You get me. You never get me.
I just did.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that scared me so.
I thought you were trying
Oh my god. I am very hungry.
Yes.
And when Victoria gets hungry, she like.
Name the last 5 presidents of the United States.
George Bush. Well, he's twice.
That was good. The Dan make a funny. The Dan make a funny. He's a funny guy.
I totally scared you both.
Following the allegations, Schneider remained out of the public eye and did not comment on the situation. However, in the years since his departure, several of Schneider's former co-workers and actors have come forward with even stronger allegations against the iCarly producer. The controversy surrounding Schneider sparked a wave of conversations about the treatment of child actors in the industry. A docuseries titled Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV is set to be released in March of this year. It explores the alleged toxic environment of the sets of Schneider's shows.
In the early 90s, Nickelodeon was kid everything. And you better hope that your house had cable.
Wasn't there to educate you. We were there to have fun, to get slimed, to be entertained.
And this is when Dan Schneider arrives, Nickelodeon's golden boy. He created these shows that were hugely successful for them.
No one had ever really done sketch comedy starring kids for kids.
He launched the careers of child actors who became major stars. For 20 years, he shaped children's entertainment and culture.
You're gonna be in here.
But that marked one of the darkest chapters.
For Dan was like being in an abusive relationship.
Dan's treatment of people on his shows was an open secret.
So my lawyer filed complaints, gender discrimination, hostile work environment, harassment, and it was so devastating.
How safe can any kids be in that environment?
There would be even bigger problems down the line with actual pedophiles on set. These are 3 predators who worked at Nickelodeon, all in a short amount of time.
Boy, guys, we're ready for you.
It was a toxic environment. It made me trust people less.
We were there for so many hours. You get comfortable with people until you're not.
I had no idea what I was saving my son from. It's a house of horrors.
They find this enormous trove of child pornography.
The officer said we found Ziploc bags, each one with a girl's name on it.
11 charges of child sexual abuse related to a child actor.
It made me wonder who was being hurt.
I've been waiting 17 years for today.
It wasn't dealing with anybody on the shows or anything, right?
It was a child actor.
On one of our shows.
Yes. Have you ever told your story publicly before?
While the allegations against Dan Schneider led to a significant public controversy in his departure from Nickelodeon, Viacom-CBS, the parent company of Nickelodeon, conducted an investigation into the allegations, but it did not yield any evidence of sexual misconduct. The investigation did find allegations of verbal abuse and inappropriate behavior. Despite the controversy, Schneider was given a settlement reported to be around $7 million. It's important to note that the absence of legal action does not necessarily mean the absence of wrongdoing. It's also worth mentioning that Schneider has denied many of the allegations. Nickelodeon's investigation found a pattern of verbal abuse but did not find any evidence of sexual misconduct. In response to the controversy, Nickelodeon ended their 25-year relationship with Schneider. The network has since been the subject of a docuseries, Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, which explores the alleged toxic environment on the sets of Schneider's show that is set to air on the ID channel on March 17, 2024. A representative for Schneider has defended his actions, stating that Schneider cared about the kids on his shows and understood the pressures they were under. The representative also pointed out the presence of standards, executives, lawyers, teachers, and parents on set to ensure a safe environment. However, the controversy has sparked a wave of conversations about the treatment of child actors in the industry, and Nickelodeon has come under scrutiny for its handling of this situation. In conclusion, Dan Schneider's story serves as a stark reminder of the potential dark side of the entertainment industry. While he contributed significantly to children's television, allegations against him have cast a shadow over his legacy. It underscores the importance of ensuring a safe, respectful environment for all actors, especially minors in the television industry. Of course, this is a very nuanced conversation, and I could not put every single thing that happened into this short video. I do plan to follow up this video when this series comes out so I can react to it, and then I may actually do a really long deep dive video about Dan Schneider because this guy is gross. And as a Nickelodeon kid, I wasn't even really too aware of all of this. I do remember seeing all the feet jokes and thinking that that was weird, but I was a kid and I really didn't understand all of that stuff. But it's very apparent to me now that Dan Schneider is a sick person, and I really cannot wait till this series comes out. I'm waiting with bells on my feet. The moment that this drops, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have my notebook ready, and I'm going to take all the notes. I want to talk about this so much more, and it's going to be a very nuanced conversation. But I want to know what you guys think about this down below. Let me know what you think about Dan Schneider. Were you a Nickelodeon kid, or were you a Disney kid? And were you aware that all this stuff was going on? Because I certainly was not. If you made it this far in this video, leave me the clown emoji down below because Dan Schneider is looking somewhat like a clown now. It'll be really interesting after this series airs what will come out or if he will even address this. I know if you watch this video in its entirety, you would have seen the trailer for this, and they say some pretty damning things in there. But with all that said, I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.